We continue our adventure on Myall Lakes with great camping, discover a renovator's delight, and the wildlife discover us.
Fresh dingo footprints.
We arrived at Freshwater Beach about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and decided to take a walk up to an abandoned farmhouse that was up on the hill. And it looks like the termites have got the better of this one.
It was an old farm. The people that owned it also did a bit of mining. We don't know what they mined, but it was probably last lived in about the 1940s or 50s, we'd say.
Wow. Because there were farms all around
all the lakes.
Yeah.
Well, Johnson's was a farm.
Yeah.
Violet Hill was a farm. There was farms over the other side of the lake here at 2 Mile.
And they used to commercially fish in the lake as well?
Commercially fish, yeah. All the produce used to go out by boat before they had roads. So.
I always find old buildings and ruins fascinating. Just think of the stories they could tell. It would have been a pretty hard life living around here.
Terry's a professional stand-up paddler. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh.
Oh, almost fell in.
Oh.
It's the only way to get on board without getting wet. Oh.
Now the reason we're doing this is because the water's got something in it which is a bit slimy and we're not quite sure what it is.
I don't want any slime on my legs.
Myall Lakes does get blue-green algae, but there hasn't been any warnings, so
that's it.
We're hoping it's not blue-green algae. Doesn't look too greeny.
Well, I'm not getting my legs all greeny.
But Terry does say that, you know, it makes your hair all greasy. Well, I don't have a lot of hair, so I haven't actually experienced that.
No. Right, anyhow, I'm glad I'm nice and dry.
Yeah.
And you're not.
Now, Terry, you have a very impressive boom tent. Tell me about your boom tent you made.
Well, this boom tent is permanently on the boom. You don't have to remove it, you see.
Ah.
So it's on sail tracks.
Right. It looks like it's 2 pieces of canvas.
It's 2 pieces of canvas on either side of the boom.
Right. And did you stitched it, did you?
I sewed it up.
Wow.
Using my mum's sewing machine, and she gave me the skills when I was a kid.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, you can see the good sew job.
Yeah.
See that?
And and the canvas. So what is this? It looks like it's canvas backed with something. It's pretty thick.
And you fold it up, and it's strapped by these straps permanently on the boom.
Yeah.
So you don't have to try and find a place to put it.
Yeah.
And then you just unravel it. You put these dowel rods in there.
Yeah.
That holds the sides out.
And what's on the edges?
There's sort of aluminium piping through there that gives it the shape. And then bad weather, you just unclip it like this. Say goodbye.
You can use it as a sunshade, or you can use it as a full tent, and then it's got just buttons on
the front, on the rear.
Yeah.
Done.
Fantastic.
In the shade.
Yeah.
Protected from the rain.
And you do get a bit of breeze through the front, whereas mine's really hot.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like putting it up too early. Very nice. It's only got 4 tie downs, which is enough to hold it in place. Matches the tan bark sails as well, well thought out.
Yeah, it's all there.
Oh yes, very good. It's about 6:30. I'm going to put some dinner on. I'm going to try something different, always trying something different. This is a can of Whitlock & Sons Makani style curried beans. So the last one I had was a chili beans, which was all right, not the best. I'm hoping this is a bit better. So that's what the beans look like before they're heated up. Just heating up some rice. have to say, that is very tasty. I'll probably do that again. Basically chickpeas and some sort of curry sauce and some rice. And I added a bit of kale to the rice just to make it healthy. That's very tasty. Definitely do that in winter if I haven't made a homemade curry. That's pretty good. Anyway, the sun's beginning to set. Well, good morning. It's about 5 to 7. Wind blew pretty much all night, gently. We're protected here on the other side of the trees. It was meant to be 20 knots all night. So it's going to be a breezy day, I think. It's nice and quiet first thing in the morning. Apart from the swans and the ducks. Harry having a very relaxed breakfast. I'm having my normal scrambled eggs. Fresh dingo footprints. For those Americans, dingoes is a wild dog they have here, a bit like Alsatian. They always look scrawny because they need a feed. And they can get very dangerous, so you've got to be quite careful of them. No drop bears, just dingoes. It's only about 8:30 in the morning, maybe. I've got a double reef here, and there's some quite strong gusts coming through here already. And it's going to get stronger later on today, so it's going to be an interesting day, I think. Anyway, beautiful morning. The guy's got a bit of a start on me. Just going back past Corsman's Landing. A lot of tacking up through here. A lot of tacking, it's quite narrow. Well, we've just got around the end. It's taken a lot of tacks to get around the end, and now we're back on the Lake Johnson's Beach down the end. So now I can have a bit of a reach down here, a bit of a broad reach, and we're flying. I was just talking to Dave. I nearly caught up with Dave on a couple of those tacks, and then he just sort of took off. It turns out he turned his motor on to finish a tack and then forgot to turn it off. That's why he got so far ahead. Well, that's his story anyway. So having sailed all the way back from 2 Myall Sands, we left at 8:30 this morning. Got to Violet Hill about 11:30, and we were going to go to Shelley's, but the wind's meant to be getting even stronger. By 2 o'clock it's meant to be 20 knots, so we've decided to go to Johnson's because it's closer and it should be a bit more protected. Have a bit of a swim, bit of lunch, Maybe go for an afternoon sail after the front moves through. And there's the other one. We're tucked in as close as we can to the shore. The wind is picking up. Definitely picking up. So I'm sitting under this tree thinking there's little micro droplets of water. And I thought, oh, that must be eucalyptus oil or something coming out of the leaves in the sun. And Terry just told me, no, that's cicada wee. So all the cicadas are up there weeing on me. I don't know if you can see it, but there's definitely micro droplets landing on your legs and you think it's raining. How rude. I heard this really weird vibrating noise in the sail, and I thought I've trapped an insect when I rolled up the sail because it's just vibrating, but it's not. It's where the furl attaches to the yard, and there's a tiny 1 or 2 mil gap, and it's acting like a reed and just vibrating in the wind. I hope it doesn't do that all night because it's a bit annoying. We're just sitting here. There's 22 knots of wind out there at the moment, so we're tucked in as close as we can get to the shore here at Johnson's. We're not really out of the wind, but too strong to sail this afternoon, so we're just sitting it out. So it's very exciting. Terry's about to deflate the beast. Yes, it is called the beast. Wow. That is a lot of pressure. So what pressure does it pump up to?
15 psi.
Wow. They're very good. They're very sturdy.
So you squeeze all the air out.
Oh, it does go down quite small.
Don't forget to pop that little valve out.
Essential to dinghy cruisers throughout the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to do other than sail.
A stand-up paddleboard that's an inflatable one. Well, the wind is still howling in here. It's probably down to 20 knots now, northeasterly. We're not really out of the wind. It's bending around. So I think it's going to die down around 4 tomorrow morning.
Boat living on a farm now, free-range sailing. And they had a Clansman 30 and they sailed around the top end, basically right around Australia.
Nice.
Over 3 or 4 years. Well, you can actually apparently run inside the reef, between the reef and the coast, and there's actually a reasonable sort of a channel.
Yes, the wind did die down at 4 o'clock in the morning to nothing. What a difference the day makes. However, about 10 o'clock it did eventually come back.
So the wind's come up. It was just a bit late getting here. It's probably after 10 o'clock now.
Thanks again to Mike Vass for letting me use his music. Mike's one of Scotland's leading composers and musicians. And if you like watching my sailing adventures, please hit that like button or subscribe. There's a few gusts, isn't there?
Snappy's on the breeze.
Yeah. You hoon!
The cloud back down to the south, it was just slowly creeping up.
So we just had a nice little lunch stop here at Johnson's before heading back to the boat ramp at Violet Hill, which is just over there really. There was a bit of wind this morning and now it's sort of dropped off again. But it's a bit like that at Myall Lakes. Anyway, beautiful spot, as no doubt you'll find out. Had a great few days up here, it was really good fun, and we've avoided the worst of the weather. I think tomorrow is going to rain, so yeah, probably best to leave now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching Sailing Kate Louise, and I'll see you on the water somewhere next time.